So as many of you guys know, the streaming platform Twitch has had this weird relationship with sexual content on their platform. If you look at their TOS, you would assume it's similar to YouTube or many other streaming sites, but over the years we've had streamers really stress test this Twitch TOS, like using the loophole that bikinis are allowed on Twitch if you are making swimming content by just having a shallow inflatable pool in the middle of the room and sitting in it. But now this rule has been tested to its absolute limit with a new trend of girl streamers going live without a shirt on and placing the camera just above their nipples. The fact that this type of content is being made on Twitch is brought to everybody's attention on Twitter when Dextero tweets out this clip and says, "What is going on at Twitch?"
I feel
What is this meta?
And also, like, anxious today. You know what I mean? Titan, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you. I just want to relax today, so I don't really have any, like, sub goals or anything like that.
Sor Dre responds by saying, "At this point I'm finna start oiling up my ass cheeks and make him clap on stream." Dr. Drizzer responds by saying, "I'll pay 1K to hear the meat clap." Dre responds, "Dog?" To which Ricky responds, "You open the door. Don't get mad when people walk in." Mate reacts to all of this by posting this clip with the caption, "Twitch when they are told to ban these girls instead of all the normal people."
No way! I don't think so, pal! That's not how this works!
Louis responds to this by saying, "Twitch went from gaming to softcore porn in a couple of years." A responds by saying, "The girl's mom, by the way," showing a picture of a Pornhub comment that says, "Why are you doing this? Please come home. Your father and I are heartbroken." Lucy Puri says, "I got banned for a digital pixelated nose, by the way." Valen Free responds by saying, "I would die laughing if the dude got banned for watching this while streaming on Twitch." General Sam says, "Yo, this fucking rocks, hell yeah." Wizzy says, "Basically live OnlyFans." Rael the Protogen says, "Twitch when a smaller streamer streams copyrighted content." Grrr! Twitch when literally naked people have 1,000 plus viewers. Yay! Macari says, "I wish Twitch would just make an NSFW category and be done with it. Rather than just meandering and trying to suck the gray area sphincter so hard, you'd think they'd struck oil." You Gotta Believe says, "Going to start swinging my peen around with a sock on and call it content." Andrew Mason says, "I missed myself 30 seconds ago when I hadn't seen this shit." Overlord 10G responds with a picture of a disheveled Omni-Man looking at his phone and says, "This is why I only stick to YouTube." Brandon shows 2 more examples of shirtless girl streamers on Twitch and says, "Twitch motto, Twitch is where millions of people come together live every day to chat, interact, and make their own entertainment together. These particular female streamers living on easy mode." Turkey Tom quote tweets Dextero and says, "This bitch looks like Hulk Hogan." But the response wasn't all negative, as Capri Sun Poppy quote tweets this and says, "I think the reason that men get triggered by adult content on Twitch is that they believe the adult content contributes to their decline in viewership. Twitch has always been nastier than other platforms because people see it as a zero-sum game. If you were watching her, you were not watching me. When in reality, the majority of top streamers are men. The ones who succeed are either extremely lucky, interesting, funny, or the best at a game. It's not like there was less adult content when they found their success. Also, there's adult content on every other platform. Has anyone been on TikTok recently? It's the same shit, but way fucking worse. I don't know, just policing other creators is a bad look, because you just invite people to police your shit, especially when they are not harming anyone outside of the hypothetical. Think of the kids who could be watching. I don't know. I watched that shit at a young age. I'm fine. Just do you." Denim responds to all of this by saying, "Do straight men even like women?" Vosh responds by saying, "Huge fan of those mammoth milkers. But I do worry about the dynamic and weirdness of women who are essentially sex workers interacting with and asking for donations from chat on a site largely used by young men. Feels like a race to the bottom." Jake Workmeister responds by saying, "Ah, look, you've discovered why socialism doesn't work. You were learning something libertarian." Vosh then responds by saying, "I love your saxophone," referring to the guy's saxophone in his profile picture. Sargon Avocado responds to Denims by saying, "Is this really just a representation of women? Can this lady not use any descriptor that has a slightly higher resolution? Women is the lowest resolution description for what this whore is doing, and by using it, paints all women as whores." Cacti Express responds to Denims by saying, "It's wild that some leftists will horseshoe their way sway into questioning men's straightness because they are not instantly objectifying any naked woman they see, laughing my ass off. Also, it's not unreasonable to be worried about the softcore porn that's on Twitch. Kids go there. EJ responds by saying, "Stop objectifying women! Hey, objectify that woman if that's what she wants." Shoe Head responds to all of this by saying, "Why doesn't Twitch just make a new 18+ site? They do this on Twitch because the market is already saturated on actual porn cam sites. They won't stand out. They can find a larger, younger audience on Twitch. What I'm trying to say is these whores should be banned." Medivis responds by saying, "I remember the good old days on Twitch, with sweaty gamers, male and female. Look how they massacred my boy." Achito says, "If you gotta close the tab when mom walks in the room, reconsider your viewing choices." Ragnarok says, "Twitch is turning into OnlyFans." Miranok says, "Twitch is so desperate for money, so they won't ban these moneymakers unless they have no other choice." Jessic says, "I remember back in the day Twitch would ban you if your bra poked out a tiny bit, or you spent too long out of a game. I thought it was insane at the time, but now I want it back." Mickey Mullen says, "I'm a pretty liberal guy when it comes to sex and sensuality, but this is way outside Twitch's brand. Twitch should shut this kind of thing down to defend their market. Allowing or encouraging this sort of content will be highly damaging to their core audience." Henry B says, "Twitch is in the decline stage. Once a website that used to be dedicated to gaming becomes nothing more than softcore porn in a desperate attempt to gain a wider audience. It's nearing its end. Gradually, then rapidly. Twitch will likely go out of business within the next 10 years. The Quartering says, "It's simple. This meta works because Twitch is full of 14-year-old boys, and suddenly, boobs! If it's a site full of boobs, these people wouldn't make a dime." Irrational Chad jokes about the people defending this type of content by showing a screenshot of it and saying, "If you don't like this for any reason, you are a homosexual incel." Achito responds by saying, "This is so bad, dude." RG says, "It's not about the view. It's about the lack of consistency with the rules." Hayden G says, "Or, we just ain't no simp." Jay McDonald says, "This is every bit as predatory as drag for kids events." I Hypocrite says, "Sorry. Not a big fan of horrors." Colin says, "I like porn. Doesn't mean it should be on Twitch." Dakine Trade responds, "It's about whoring yourself out on a platform my kid is on. Already had this issue with Discord." Colin responds, "Maybe you should be more involved in what your kid consumes. It's not a kid issue, it's a TOS issue." Cried Sood says, I still don't know how to say his name. I saw his tweet in the last video. Still don't know how to say his name. But regardless, he responds by saying, "Kids be scrolling these sites. It's the same as letting them look at Chatterbait or some shit, but they don't have to pay attention or use mom's credit card. They can go on Twitch or Kick and see what they want to see there. You a fan of underage kids seeing stuff like this, bro? I'll get you, and it'll look like a bloody accident." House of Decline quote tweets Irrational Chat and says, "Seen the picture of this lady going around a lot today, and my brain has morphed it into this." Showing a picture of a creature that looks like an aardvark from Arthur. Squeaky from the Block responds to Irrational Chat by zooming into his screenshot and showing the chat message on screen from Randall that says, "Are you even wearing a bra?" Justin Wang says, "The main thing that bothers me about this is that her tits are oiled and nothing else." Ivy responds to him by saying, "Would it have killed her to do the upper chest?" Justin Wang responds, "It looks like maybe she was about to, then said fuck it." So the tweet Irrational Chat made got pretty viral, to the point where it got community noted, with that note saying, "This post is a bait tweet to farm outrage and ad revenue, as evidenced by OP's previous post of his disapproval of the event shown on the image before this. The community note you are reading now prevents bait posts such as these from earning any ad revenue." Irrational Chat screenshots the note and captions it with a nerd emoji. He then says, "It looks like the community note is no longer showing up on the tweet. Good to see that sarcasm and jokes are still allowed on X." Keemstar posts the same image that Irrational Chat did and says, "Twitch 2023. Daquan responds by saying, "They might as well stream on Pornhub." Obscura says, "It used to be so much fun in the early days of Twitch. You had to be there. Bunch of people streaming for the fun of it." Ari Love says, "Remember when Twitch banned this emote because it was too inappropriate? Showing an emote that is just a chicken with a tongue sticking out?" Omni tweets out this clip from his stream with the caption, "Randomly check the just chatting section on Twitch."
Any bets you guys want to take? Oh my!
But don't worry, Uncle Muscles, we fixed it earlier.
Oh my god! This is the first thing I see when I go to the just chatting. Hey, I'm a random stranger on the internet and I want to watch people just chat. I was just guessing. There's no way. I thought I might have to dig through a little bit just to see it. Oh, you guys can't see the full thing, by the way. Stop it. Stop. Stop. I give up. I'm not streaming no more. I can't compete. I'm retiring. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a good ride. It's been a good ride.
So after all of this backlash on Twitter, a couple days later, Twitch actually banned the streamer that Dextero tweeted out, and Dextero, of course, updates us on it when they say, viral topless streamer Morgpie has been banned on Twitch. Cami Anime S responds by saying, water is wet, she'll be back next week, pretends to be shocked. Inhuman says, hopefully a permanent, keep porn off Twitch. King Mike says, why doesn't Twitch just call it suspension, like bruh? This is the 5th time she's getting removed, and we all know she's gonna be back in a few days. Pio says, young people or people in general are too addicted to porn. Stop consuming it and be social more. Porn is toxic to the brain. The long-term damage it does is just horrible. Nicholas Diorio says, damn, this is gonna be a rough 48 hours for her. Chudlogic told me indefinite is Twitch's harshest punishment, often being a few months minimum. Anyways, I'm extending my prediction to 1 week, and I guess we'll see how long Morgpie is banned. None of the other topless streamers have been banned to my knowledge, and even VTubers are memeing the situation kind of by doing their own version with their avatars. I mean, it's essentially the same thing, but it's animated, so I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Regardless, I would love to hear all of your opinions on this in the comment section below. Do you think it should be allowed on Twitch? Do you think it shouldn't be allowed on Twitch? I think regardless of your opinion on this, we can all agree that something needs to be changed, whether it be Twitch TOS, including language that's accepting of this kind of content, maybe making a new category for not safe for work, or them doubling down on their TOS and removing this type of content. Like, I feel like it needs to go one way or the other. I don't mind either which way it goes, but I think there needs to be that consistency. Anyway, I'm sure you guys have different opinions in the comment section below. Please feel free to share them. I always love hearing from you guys. But while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel with notifications on if you want to keep up to date with more Twitter drama. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.